This video is called How It Feels to Die from Every Serial Killer.
John Wayne Gacy. Imagine that you're a 16-year-old runaway, homeless and desperate for work. A man in his 30s pulls up in his car and introduces himself as John. He's friendly, well-dressed, and owns his own construction business. He offers you a job, $10 an hour, cash, no questions asked. He says you can start tomorrow if you come to his house tonight to discuss details.
Yo, I'm not gonna lie, people in the past chat were low-key cooked. Cause niggas was hitchhiking and shit like that, and niggas was just going to anybody's house for anything, bro.
You're desperate, exhausted, and hungry. You accept. His house is normal, suburban, and unremarkable. Inside, John offers you a beer and starts explaining the construction work. He's personable, jokes around, tells you about his community service work. Then he suggests showing you a magic trick. He pulls out a pair of handcuffs and asks if you can escape from them. It seems weird, but harmless. You let him put the handcuffs on your wrists behind your back. The click of the cuffs locking is the last normal sound you hear. John's entire demeanor changes in an instant. The friendly contractor vanishes. He forces you to the floor and ties your ankles. You're screaming, but there's no one to hear you. His neighbors are too far away, and he's soundproofed the room. He places a rope around your neck, tied in a specific knot. Then he starts twisting it with a stick like a tourniquet, slowly cutting off your air supply. You can't breathe, and this torture continues for hours. But then finally, he tightens it one last time and doesn't stop. Your last conscious thought is terror.
Why? See, I don't want to, I'm not trying to victim blame, right? But if you go to this random ass big dude house, and bro was like, first of all, I'm at your house, and you're creepy as hell, but bro's like, hey, you think you can get out of these handcuffs? Get the f away from me, bro. Why are you trying to do this freaky ass shit around me?
Your body will be buried in
By that point, I guess he's trying to make any type of, shit shake.
Crawl space beneath his house, along with 28 others. John Wayne Gacy was arrested in December 1978 after the bodies of 4 late victims were found in the Des Plaines River. Police discovered 29 bodies buried beneath his house. Police discovered 29 bodies buried beneath his house. His trial began in 1980. He pleaded innocent by reason of insanity. However, the jury convicted him of all 33 and he received the death penalty. After all his appeals were denied, he was executed by lethal injection on May 10th, 1994. The Zodiac. You're sitting on a bench at Lake Berryessa in Napa County, California, enjoying a peaceful picnic with your girlfriend on a warm afternoon in 1969. The sun is shining, the water is calm, and you're completely relaxed. But suddenly, your girlfriend grabs your arm and points toward the trees. She tells you that she thinks she saw somebody watching you guys in the woods, and before you can even react, a 6-foot-tall, 250-pound psycho.
This nigga was 6 feet tall and 250 pounds. Bitch should have joined the NFL, my nigga. You in the wrong profession.
Approaches you out of nowhere. He's wearing nothing but dark clothes, sunglasses, and a straight-up executioner hoodie with a Zodiac sign at the bottom of it. The hooded man draws a gun and slowly approaches you. Instinctively, you position yourself between him and your girlfriend. But to your absolute surprise, he starts to reason with you. He says that he's an escaped convict from Montana, and that all he needs is your car and money to get to Mexico. Even though you don't really have a choice, you tell him you'll cooperate. He orders both of you to lie face down on the ground. Then he tells your girlfriend to tie you up first. Afterward, he then ties her up in the same way. Without as much as even a second passing, the criminal tears her to shreds right in front of you with a 12-inch carving knife. You scream in horror as you try to break free from your restraints to save her, but your attempt to try to free yourself and charge at him quickly transforms into trying to escape him once you realize he turns his attention towards you. A plunges his weapon into your lower back, then your upper back, then above your ribs.
Wow.
And he doesn't stop. Eventually, as you lie on the ground gasping for air...
Bro, the sun's still out. They never caught this, right?
You watch as the man leaves a note on the side of your car. It'd have a Zodiac sign on it with the dates of 3 recent deaths and the words, "By knife," written besides them.
This motherfucker was over here, sending cryptids and hieroglyphics and aura farming and shit like that.
This is what happened to Brian Hartnell and his girlfriend Cecilia Ann Shepard. Luckily enough, Brian would survive the encounter, but his girlfriend sadly would pass. Brian would describe the criminal to police officers, but the Zodiac would never be caught, and he'd go on to claim anywhere from 5 to 37 more victims, leaving behind cryptic notes like
probably 90 or
I
dead.
like killing people because it is so much fun. It is more fun than killing wild game in the forest, because man is the most dangerous animal of all. The Butcher.
I nigga want to be motherfucking goddamn anime supervillain so bad. Man is the most disgusting creature. There is no one who deserves more pain than man. Like, nigga, you sound like a geek, bro. Who is this, bro?
Imagine you're a 4-year-old waiting at a rural train station in Rostov, Soviet Union in 1984.
Who do you say this
World
was?
Dangerous animal of all. The Butcher.
The
Imagine you're a
Butcher.
4-year-old waiting at a rural train station in Rostov, Soviet Union in 1984.
Keep it by nobody shot.
A middle-aged man in glasses approaches you, soft-spoken and grandfatherly. He says he knows a shortcut through the woods to the next town and offers to show you the way. You're running late and he seems harmless, so you follow him. The forest path gets darker and colder, and you begin to feel uneasy when suddenly he grabs you from behind. His strength is pretty shocking for his mild appearance. Suddenly, throws you to the ground and starts slashing with a knife he pulled from his coat. The attack is nothing short of animalistic. The Butcher stabs your hands, chest, mouth, skull, eyes,
Why the f would that nigga do this?
face.
It's
Try
not
to
funny,
scream,
by the way.
But pain cuts your voice
Transition
short,
was cold,
leaving
though.
only faint, rattling breaths. The attack lasts only minutes, but feels like hours. As you're losing consciousness from blood loss, you see him doing something unspeakable with the knife to your body. Your last sensation is the indescribable horror of understanding what's happening, but being too weak to stop it.
Oh, fuck.
Andrei Zodiac murdered at least 50 people between 1978 and 1990.
Wow.
He was eventually identified as the chief suspect of his heinous crimes and arrested. While in court, he was kept in a cage because of his erratic behavior. On one occasion, he pulled down his pants and masturbated in front of the court.
He gooned in court? Yeah, like those need to, I don't know, bro. They need Hell's Paradise type treatment. No funnies, bro. You can't have a like that. Not only can you not have a like that, like out in public, you can't have motherfuckers like that next to inmates. Very dangerous person.
He was
bro.
executed in a Moscow prison in 1994.
Moscow.
Jeffrey Dahmer.
Jeffrey Dahmer, bro. Jeffrey Dahmer. Yo, y'all remember, who remembers when the Dahmer documentary or the Dahmer show came out? And then all the women on TikTok was over here like, ooh, Jeffrey Dahmer, like, I like him. Jeffrey Dahmer, ooh. Jeffrey Dahmer, he would have been nice. And they was all glazing Jeffrey Dahmer and shit like those, like the loony ass in the motherfucking 80s and 90s and shit. Like, but it was people on TikTok glazing him. And it's like, gang, he ain't like you anyway, bro. That like straight meat.
Now imagine you're at a bar in Milwaukee on a Saturday night when a blonde man in his late 20s approaches you. He's charming, good-looking, and well-spoken. He introduces himself as Jeff and offers to buy you a drink. He mentions he's a photographer and asks if you'd be interested in making some quick cash by posing for photos at his apartment.
What do you mean by that?
He offers you $50. You're broke, and he seems harmless enough, so you agree. His apartment is at 924 North 25th Street. It's neat and surprisingly clean. He offers you another drink, a strong rum and coke.
Nigga said my name Jeff. My name's Jeff in 2026, bro.
You take a few sips, and within minutes, you start feeling dizzy and disoriented. Your vision blurs. You try to stand up, but your legs won't work. The room spins. Jeff is still talking, but his voice sounds distant and distorted. You collapse onto the couch. Then you wake up hours later. But something is wrong. You can't move your arms. You're handcuffed to something. Your head is pounding and your mouth tastes like chemicals. Jeff is standing over you now, and his demeanor has completely changed. The friendly photographer is gone. What remains is cold, empty, and calculated. He doesn't yell or threaten. He just tells you calmly what's going to happen. He's going to strangle you until you pass out. And then his freaky ass is going to take advantage of your unconscious body. If you wake up...
Now, Jeffrey Dahmer, one of the freakiest of all time, though. Like, he needs to dead ass, like... He's in the like lowest part of hell, bro. He was targeting gay black men, bro, and just literally killing them and then putting them in acid after the fact. Like, actually, like an actual weirdo, bro. He struggled with to understand his own sexuality, bro. Like, this was literally one of the like we talking serial killers, bro, is at least top 5 weirdest serial killers, bro. And there's who are cannibals, but Jeffrey Dahmer definitely a freak ass.
Up, he'll do it again, but eventually you'll stop waking up. Your last conscious thoughts are of panic and confusion as his hands wrap around your throat and the world goes dark for the final time.
Oh, he was eating niggas too?
In the same manner, Jeffrey Dahmer murdered 17 young men and boys between 1978 and 1991. He was arrested in July 1991 after one victim escaped. Harold Shipman. Imagine you're
And then the nigga got packed up by a fellow inmate, though, bro. I ain't gonna hold. They ain't put that part, but nigga, bro, did get packed up by a fellow inmate, bro.
1991 after one victim escaped. Harold Shipman. Imagine you're living your bonus years alone in Hyde, Greater Manchester.
Manchester.
You've been feeling tired lately and short of breath. You call your family doctor, Dr. Harold Shipman.
Oh, mom's calling me.
Hey, yeah.
What's up, man?
Hey, what's up? First of all, why the you ain't got quarter zip on?
Cause
We don't do hoodies no more, nigga. Get out that Nike Tech, you fuck.
ain't no Nike Tech.
Yeah, man.
I got quarter zip on my nuts.
Huh?
Nothing. What were you calling about?
You say you put the hoodie on your nuts?
No. Regardless. What was? Huh?
Hold on. But look. Anyway, I was just calling to see if you looked at my Discord DMs recently, bro.
Your Discord DMs.
Yeah, bro.
No, I have not. You
Discord. I was asking for mod. You didn't give me mod.
what the? Wait, when did you send me something?
I sent you something a little while ago, bro. On January 1st, that's what it says, bro. Go look at that, man. I just wanted to know if you listened to this song before.
Miles, what the is this? Sugar on my tip backshot mix. What the is that?
You ain't never listened to that before?
I've never heard no sugar on my tip. What's that? I listened to it.
I'm saying that's tough.
That's you? That's you right there? That's you?
Yeah. That's I made a remix. Tyler got me on that, bro.
Tyler did not get you on that.
Nigga, it's right there. How the fuck you gonna tell me?
Bro, hold on, bro. Hold on. Cause I don't see. Hold on. Cause nigga ain't tell me about no sugar on your tip.
Oh,
You don't do that. Hold on. I don't see no sugar on my. Yo, this nigga lying, bro. I searched up. Nigga gotta be looking up sugar on my tip, bro. Now if I search up on Google, bro, it's gonna be straight penis on screen, bro. Nigga lying. Bro, it's cold. I had to turn the heat on. Bro. Ain't no sugar on my tip, my nigga. Nah, I just got that in my search history for no reason, bro. History fried. Let's continue, bro. Where are we at? We just started Harold Shipman. Nigga named Harold
Shipman. Imagine you're living your bonus years alone in Hyde, Greater Manchester. You've been feeling tired lately and short of breath. You call your family doctor, Dr. Harold Shipman, a respected general practitioner who's been practicing in the area for over 20 years. He makes house calls, which is rare these days, and he's always been so kind and attentive. He arrives at your home within an hour, black medical bag in hand. He takes your blood pressure, listens to your heart, and asks about your symptoms. He tells you it's likely just a circulation issue, nothing to worry about, but he'd like to give you an injection that will help. You trust him completely. He's your doctor. He prepares a syringe from his bag.
Oh, no.
You barely feel the needle go into your arm. Within seconds, a warm sensation spreads through your body. You feel relaxed, peaceful, almost euphoric. Dr. Shipman is asking you questions, but his voice is getting farther away. You're so tired suddenly. Your eyelids are impossibly heavy.
I told y'all the most dangerous, bro, like serial killers are the ones that are doctors, because you dead ass trust them. Like, why would you not trust your doctor, bro? That's tough.
You try to respond, but the words won't come. Your breathing slows, your vision narrows to a pinpoint of light, then disappears entirely. You die in your armchair, peacefully, never knowing your trusted doctor just murdered you with a lethal injection of diamorphine.
Wow.
Harold Shipman was convicted of 15 patients in 2000,
15 patients,
but investigators
bro. What's wrong
believe
with this
he
nigga?
killed between 215 and 250 people over
Holy shit, this nigga pulling out motherfucking goddamn one building of the Shibuya incident numbers.
his career. On January 13th, 2004, he hanged himself in his cell at Wakefield Prison.
Yeah, go riddance, bro. The Boogeyman!
In
Viewer
1870,
beware!
a man named Albert Fish suffered horrific as a child at an orphanage, where he was regularly beaten and
what's going on? What's happening?
and as a result, he exhibited troubling
Why is
behaviors
Diddy there?
that would escalate over the years of his life. Fish would lure children with promises of work, candy, or both. And in 1928, while pretending to be a wealthy man visiting a family's house to hire their son for work, Albert would convince the parents of a named Grace to let him take her to a birthday party. He didn't spontaneously do this, however. He was only able to take them after building trust and warmth with the family. And as you could guess, there was no party. He took her to an abandoned house, strangled her, dismembered her body, cooked her, and ate her. 6 years later, Albert would send the family a letter saying this: "On Sunday, June 3rd, 1928, I called on you and brought you pot cheese with strawberries. We had lunch. Then Grace sat in my lap and gave me a kiss on my cheek. It was at this point that I made up my mind to eat her." The rest of the letter is disgusting, repulsive.
It's like, how do even get like this, bro? Like, I understand be getting abused, but I'm sure there's a bunch of who got abused, bro, and never wanted to eat people. Like you can't put it all on the abuse game.
And detailed. After reading it, Grace's traumatized parents were able to use it as evidence for officials to track and capture Albert. And after he was arrested, medical examinations revealed that Albert had inserted over 29 needles into his pelvic region and area.
Yo, yeah, you gotta go to hell, boy. What the fuck? Hey, this shit crazy. What the hell?
X-rays showed them embedded deep in his body, many having been
Yeah, that nigga, I don't know, bro. That nigga, that's like, gang, that nigga might be top one freak.
in there for years.
He's sticking needles
He
in
had
his
hammered
own
them
dick,
into himself as punishment and as a twisted form of gratification.
and he
Sadly,
enjoyed it?
Grace's fate would be the same of over 1 to 400 other
God.
that Albert Fish did this to.
Yeah, he
He was
this
later on
EDP, bro.
by the electric chair in 1936 at 65 years old. He wrote a final statement,
Wow.
but the only person who was able to ever read it was his lawyer, and he refused to release it to the public because he considered it the filthiest thing he had ever read in his life.
How do you like be a lawyer for somebody like that? That is like, bro, if Jeffrey Dahmer's in the last circle of hell, bro, this nigga has exceeded that, bro. This is in the core, the crust.
Majority of people in real life are actually pretty normal, but nonetheless, bad apples still do exist. So always make sure that you're not out at night too late without your friends or family, and also always let your loved ones know where you are at all times. Oh yeah, and most importantly, carry protection. Hit the gym, invest in some pepper spray, a taser, or if you're licensed and old enough, maybe some concealed carry. Anyways, have a happy day.
Damn, that was a good video from a talking hat. That was how it feels to die from every serial killer, bro. We're gonna go ahead and put those on the live channel as well. I don't know what the fuck going on with that, but if you're watching this on the live channel, Twitch Blue Rye in the description. Yeah, BBG.